Hey guys, Mika here, and man, am I bringing you one of the most unique ukuleles that I played in quite some time. This is a custom baritone archtop from Lichty, luthier Lichty. And I mean, what can I say? This is such a cool looking ukulele, an archtop ukulele. And what was one of the first things that I thought I saw it, I was like, wow, this is like, that's super cool. But then when it was handed to me, I was like, why is it so light? And then come to find out that on the top it's Port Orford cedar, and I was thinking on the back like, oh, I wonder what that is. It's stained Port Orford cedar. So this is an incredibly light arch top. Usually when I think of guitar arch tops, I'm just like it's super heavy and you're just jamming on it, but it's just so incredibly light, especially since it's a baritone too. It's just completely shocked me when I grabbed it and I was tuning it up. So another really unique thing about this ukulele is that the top, back, and sides are all hand carved. So, or when it was being pointed out to me, when I like look at it at eye level, you can see all the different kind of elevations and indentations and how it's shaped. It's more arched here in the front, but then it kind of dips over here on the sides, over here, and then just there's all different kinds of like elevations going on, not only here on the front, but also on the back of the instrument. It's not completely flat. If I look at it at eye level, you can see like a little indent here, and then it kind of gets wavy. It's just really cool. And aesthetically, it's very pleasing. It's paired with beautiful lace wood, which is, I think, something that's new for me. I feel like I've played so many ukuleles, but I don't think I've ever seen lace wood with the binding here on the top and back around the instrument, as well as the binding around the fretboard, but very obviously here on the headstock with the L Lichty logo and mother of pearl. So again, Port Orford cedar here on the front, back, and sides, binded with that lace wood. We got Macassar ebony here on like the tail of the instrument right here. We got like a floating, cool-looking saddle here, also Macassar ebony, and this floating, cool-looking pickguard. And everything is pretty much floating from this part of the bridge, again over here with the tail, and then even here on this kind of pickguard right here, as well as on this fretboard. Maybe it's, yeah, right here. You can see it on this side. It's also floating and not touching the body of the instrument. Castor ebony fretboard with fret markers on 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12, as well as 15. These are your mother of pearl dots with a black dot here in the middle on all of the fret markers. Radius fretboard. And then you even have your fret markers here on 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12, and 15 as well, with a very small footprint of this kind of wood purfling that wraps all around the front of the instrument, here around all the sides, the front and back, or the top and bottom of the binding, as well as here around the back of the instrument. You can slightly see it here as the binding that wraps all the way around the fretboard, as well as the headstock around the perimeter. And then you can even see it slightly here wrapped around the lacewood on the faceplate of the instrument. We have a gloss finish neck, mahogany neck, and then also upgraded Waverly tuners, gold and black, some of my favorite aesthetically looking tuners. And Waverlys are literally some of the top tuners that you can put on your instrument. Nice and smooth and just very elegant looking. And then we also have a Kane pickup that's attached here in this baritone instrument. So you're ready to go in the studio, gigging, or in your jam group or jam along, sing-alongs. This instrument it's ready to go. So yeah, just a fascinating instrument. Also some cool things here, like you have a side port, facing me, but you also have a side port in this kind of orientation. So a lot of the sound can, that's really actually where all the sound is coming out, because as you can see, there's nothing. It's an arch top. There's nothing coming. There's no holes on the front of the instrument. So all of the sound is coming here, which is, I think, fairly convenient for the musician, because it's all right towards the face, so you can hear majority of the sound coming out from this side of the instrument. I'm not versed at all playing at flat tops, but one of the guitar players that come to mind is George Benson, breezing, playing affirmation, and just jamming and playing with his thumb and just doing incredible finger work. And one of my inspirations growing up, even though I'm not nowhere near a guitar player, I always thought his playing was just absolutely amazing. So I think of him when I think of these kind of arch top instruments. So, and then one thing I was kind of playing around with is like, I think of like Al Di Meola, when you can kind of rest your palm on, on the strings right by where the strings rest on the saddle right here, and you can get this kind of muted palm mute sound. I can't play it. I mean, I'm not I just grew up watching Ali Mola, but like get that nice palm mute sound. So this instrument has a it's that pretty nice palm mute sound. Not that I was nice, but just what this instrument can provide. So, like I was mentioning earlier, because the side port and this, this sound hole right here is on the side and there's nothing on the front, there's really not much where the sound can project forward. So all of the sound to me is in this nice little bubble or sphere that myself as a musician is in. So a lot of the sound is kind of leaking out over here, but you can definitely hear the sound resonating all right here in the sphere. But obviously you're not going to get too much sound because it's an arch top and there's no sound hole, but that's what the pickup comes in. You can plug in, you'll get a nice clean sound. Again, nice clean. Nice clean sound. So nylon strings here, so you're gonna get that nice thick fat sound, fat tone, nice beautiful sustain and vibrato. Yeah, so it's just really a fun, fascinating instrument to play. The action is really low too, so you can just kind of fly. And if you have the finger work, you can just really fly in this instrument and do all kinds of crazy things. So let's go ahead and run it for a sound sample to see what kind of fun we can have on this instrument. Here we go.